Hi everyone, my name is Rob Powell. I will be your instructor this semester and welcome to Hospitality 26403, the Introduction to Casino Management. I am not an academic. I actually worked for quite a while in this particular business. I've got 25 plus years experience in the casino business. I've opened 9 casinos domestically, both Native American and company owned. I wore the marketing hat. I was in charge of the marketing for all of those. I started with this particular company called Grand Casino when it was a bingo hall in northern Minnesota, and we opened all over the country, including a couple out in Las Vegas. So we did that, and then I've done some work in the casino business over in Asia, helping open up the market there in Macau. If you've heard of that, I lived in Hong Kong and the Philippines, did some work there. So I find my way back here to the United States after that, and I am now teaching hospitality. So if you want to know more about that, I believe I have a bio out there you're more than welcome to take a look at. So let me tell you a little bit about this course. It's an introductory course, and most students, at least in my experience of teaching this class, underestimate the challenges in this course. It's one of the most challenging courses that I have taught ever. There's the highest rate of failure in this class, and I think most of that is because students believe it's going to be relatively easy. I mean, casinos, they're like winning the lottery. If you run one of those, they're easy. No, they're not. Believe it or not, there are some casinos who fail. They go bankrupt. They are mismanaged because, in large part, they don't operate them like a business. This class also requires math and logic. So we'll get into some of the odds. We'll get into financial spreadsheets. We'll get into marketing, points, loyalty clubs, those kind of things that are there. You will not learn how to win, sadly. We will go through the games and you'll learn some of the most popular games. And if that knowledge gives you better chance of reducing the house's odds, that's great. But you will not learn specifically how to win at this at casino games. Now, I have a lot of students that come back to me and say, "Hey, Mr. Powell, my fiance or my boyfriend, girlfriend is at a casino. What games should they play?" I've got a pretty much a standard response to all of that, and I will definitely help you, steer from and to different games or parts of the casino that may be interesting for whoever it is. I also have kind of a readily available tour guide document for Las Vegas. So if you're going out there on a trip, hit me up and I'll be more than happy to help you out. And even if I'm out there, I'll show you around. Oh, and I do that also for New Orleans because right now I'm in Baton Rouge. I'm about 60 minutes to the French Quarter, and I'll be more than happy to show you around. I've had plenty of students meet me down there, and I've shown them around, and we've gone through not only Harrah's down there, but a lot of the other fun places. And if you have not been to New Orleans, please let me know. It is one of my favorite cities, along with Las Vegas, of course. This class will go through the rhythm of this class is we'll open up the course, the lectures, the courses, the topics, roughly Monday morning around 8 o'clock. Sometimes it may be late, but it won't be any later than Tuesday. I'll let you know. Or if you can't find it for some reason or you're having trouble getting around Blackboard, let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you. By the way, I'm available pretty much all the time. I prefer 9 to 5 emails and texts, but if if I'm in another time zone, who cares? You guys can email me, text me, FaceTime, Zoom, however you want. Feel free to reach out. I love hearing from you guys and I love talking to y'all. Now, one of the things I like to do in this class is let you know of the odds for certain SEC games, this being the fall semester. We're going to look at the SEC football games, which is a huge revenue center for most casinos now that Sportsbook is open. And to let you know, and by the way, this is how this works, and you'll learn more about this throughout the semester, is if I placed a $100 bet and the odds are plus 310, that means that I'd win the $100 back that I got, plus an additional $310. So for the odds for the SEC championship are, according to MGM Sportsbook, and I just looked this up. So the odds are Georgia is favored to win by plus 185. Texas comes in number 2 at plus 310. Alabama, who I am not a fan of, is plus 950. My alma mater, LSU, is plus 1,000. So if I placed a bet on LSU to win the SEC championship, $100 bet, I'd get $1,000, $1,100. I'd get my initial $100 back and an additional $1,000. Where is Arkansas? We are at plus 20,000. So if I made a bet of $100 on Arkansas to win the SEC championship this fall, it would come back. I'd win $20,000 plus the $100 that I initially put down. So there you go. At the very bottom is Vanderbilt, who is plus 50,000. So there you go. Now this, let's see. Let's go through some tasks that we have this week. This being week number 1. Let me find your syllabus here. Here we go. Okay. I want you to get this book. This is The Introduction to Casino Management. I've given you a link in your syllabus where to buy that. Sometimes you can find it on Amazon. It depends on how many. They're all used. Those are the best prices. But it's by my friend Jim Kirby and Tony Lucas. They both have wrote this book because there really wasn't a good introduction to casino management textbook. It's been around a while. I will augment this with some more updated material as the semester rolls out. They've got some pretty archaic or obsolete items in particular parts of this textbook, but nonetheless, we'll follow it because they do a very good job of outlining some of the core principles that we see in the casino management business. You're going to have weekly quizzes. There'll be 15 of them, and there'll be 25 points each. You're going to have a weekly discussion board through Packback, and Packback is its own animal. This is a plugin where you get to ask the questions. Now, within Packback, one of the reasons I really like this is because you get to ask the questions and respond to other students' questions, which I think is fantastic. That encourages engagement, encourages participation among you guys, and you get to explore. Maybe one person has one experience and another person has a different experience. That is fantastic. That's why you do it. It is graded by AI, and that's the only time you'll see me reference AI or use AI. But it is, and it's pretty accurate. But each of these is worth 15 points. You're going to have a midterm exam, which is 200 points, and you're going to have a final exam, which is 200 points. Pretty straightforward. I do occasionally offer extra points or extra credit, and in most cases, I'll offer what's a restaurant case study. And it's based on Steve Wynn's setup out in Las Vegas and his kind of trajectory. If you don't know who Steve Wynn is, he's one of the icons, and I actually worked for him in Asia. But what he wrestled with was, do I, as a casino owner and operator, manager, do I promote someone else coming in, like a franchise, and operating a restaurant? In other words, they're basically leasing out space within the casino. Or do I do it? As a standalone operator, do I handle all the management and operations of a restaurant within my casino? So those are both unique little, areas that, and there's pros and cons of both, and we'll explore those. That's the type of extra credit that I would tee up for you guys. Let's see here. What else we got? All the other stuff, all the general course that goes there. Okay. This week, you need to purchase the textbook, like I said. I'd like you to locate an online location for sports betting odds. They are all over the internet. Dive into it. Find it, see if you can figure out the odds for upcoming games. We'll primarily use SEC football because it's relevant to all of us. Take the introduction and the syllabus review quiz. It's just a few questions, I think 4 or 5 questions. Then let's do the Packback discussion post number 1, which is your introductions. That's worth 15 points. All of that information will be available here on Blackboard and Blackboard Ultra. And if it's not, it will be up by Wednesday at the latest. Sometimes we have, technical challenges getting these things open. If you have any trouble with your with finding the book, let me know. You've actually got a couple of weeks because we're going to do videos for the first 2 or 3 weeks. First one is the movie Casino. Make sure you jump on that one. And the second one is a YouTube video, Mob on the Run. So those will be covered within the first 3 weeks. We won't necessarily rely too much on the textbook until after Labor Day. So, again, if y'all have any questions, let me know. Looking forward to this. And it'll be a fun semester. Thanks.